Hi, and welcome to the Let's K12 Better podcast. This podcast is a project between Mom of All Capes and her kids.
Hi!
In our podcast, we will cover a variety of subjects involving K12 education and family life.
We will talk about the ways that parents, kids, and educators can improve K12 education and family life.
We encourage you to join our conversation on social media using the hashtag Let's K12 Better.
Let's jump into episode 5 of the Let's K12 Better podcast.
The internet has become as essential to our lives as water and air. In less than a lifetime, we've learned to connect with people across the globe almost instantaneously through laptops, video games, phones, and many other devices that did not exist 5 or 10 years ago. Now that COVID-19 has pushed us indoors, our dependency on the internet for learning, work, and entertainment have increased. And the summer camps canceled, summer plans ruined, it just might mean that you're granting your child more freedom on the web while you work. How do we ensure our child's safety online?
About a year ago, my daughters searched for information on the web and consumed media that was false and slightly harmful. Rather than punish them, we talked about the importance of having a bit of healthy skepticism when reviewing content online. In essence, searching the internet without me is like saying, "Bye, Mom," and then walking out the door and up to a total stranger. Then asking that stranger your question. After that, you then allow that stranger to take you by the hand and lead you back to their place where you sit at their kitchen table and they show you all of the books and information and videos and pictures of what they think you asked for. In this instance, their stranger was named Google, and Google showed my kids what they had available based on their poorly crafted keywords.
When you're searching on your own, unguided, you might just find content and information that might not actually be true or inform you in the way you thought it would. And because the information was false, derogatory, or half-true, when you acted upon that information or share that information with others, you're now an agent of false information. Our mom often uses the story of Little Red Riding Hood to explain this further.
Little Red Riding Hood was walking through the woods, aka the internet, with her cookies, headed to Grandma's house. In this instant, Grandma's house is the safe place we are hoping to land on in the internet. At the beginning of her journey, she was warned by her privacy settings and her pop-up blocker that a wolf was lurking in the woods. She clicked ignore, and when she got to Grandma's house, everything looked normal. It looked like the destination, but Little Red didn't check if she clicked a .com, .org, or a .edu site. She didn't check if Grandma's house was spelled properly or if the description under the search matched what she was looking for. So when Little Red Riding Hood opened the door, aka clicked on the link, Grandma looked questionable. Grandma looked really questionable. As she was taught, Little Red Riding Hood did a bit of research before advancing forward.
Grandma, what big eyes you have.
Is this information I'm seeing reputable?
Grandma, what big ears you have.
Is this information aligned with information I've heard before?
Grandma, what big teeth you have.
It was too late. All signs that Little Red was not where she wanted to be. She knew that something was amiss, but she didn't have enough experience to pinpoint exactly what it was. And the wolf ate her. Then, when the woodsman, Mom, comes in and cuts the wolf open, she saves her Little Red Riding Hood.
Just as Little Red Riding Hood asked Grandma questions about her appearance, when we get to our online destination, we should check to make sure that the site is truthful, fact-based, and can be supported by other reputable sources. If we don't, we run into the risk of being consumed by a metaphorical wolf, false or derogatory information.
Parents have a lot to think about when their kids are at home with them this summer. Because we're in the safety of our homes, sitting in our bedrooms, lounging on the sofa, or sitting with family and friends in our own little world, we often forget about how dangerous surfing the web can be, how addictive it can be, how the dangers online can leak into the real world. This isn't to cause panic. A few reminders can help families have better habits online.
Pay attention to your child's search engine.
This is for all ages, yes, even your high schooler. Talking about their search and being transparent about the sites, apps, games, and services online that are off limits is not a violation of their privacy. You're being a safe and responsible parent.
Set parental controls.
Contact your cable or internet provider about how to set up these parental controls in your house. Some of these services are quite sophisticated and are great for keeping your child within a sandbox of acceptable freedom. If you're not going to let your child run free into a stranger's home, why would you let them roam free on random sites on the web? It just doesn't make sense.
Unplug for a while.
Take a moment to not use the internet for a couple of hours. If you can, go outside. Play board games as a family, meditate, or cook a meal together. There are a variety of other toys and artistic projects that are analog and a ton of fun.
Keep the lines of communication open.
When your child violates your trust, talk with them about what happened before you administer any consequences. Most often, kids fall into the same kind of click hole that we do. We don't want them to keep secrets from us. Have an open conversation.
Good luck. We wish you safe summer searches on the web.
All right, we are going to jump into our family discussions. So I have the first question for us is what you see and experience on the internet real? Why or why not?
I think some of the things on the internet are real because some of the things, like, for example, you can get researching pandas from real life experiences or being at the zoo or seeing what they eat.
So when you're doing like a research project, the internet is a valuable tool.
Yes.
And that stuff is real.
Yes.
How about you?
However, some of it is fake. Like on social media and Instagram and all that stuff, when they're taking selfies and stuff and they have their faces are perfect or their clothes are like perfect and stuff, they don't look like that all the time.
Yeah. So people often put their best face forward.
Yeah.
Okay, you just looked at me like I was crazy. But like people often try to doctor themselves up for the internet.
Yeah, so they can get themselves a little huzzy.
What do you think?
I think some of it's real and some of it is fake. Like sometimes like you're watching TV, it's like fake characters but really real concepts, and also the other way around, like people are making also realistic things have really fake concepts. Like the other day I was watching like YouTube, and it was like a drawing YouTuber, and there was like this ad for like this like fantasy land, and I'm like, it was like new and exciting, which like that's probably not gonna be really real. And like
yeah. Wait, so I'm gonna ask a follow-up question. What do you think about the ads that you see? Like, what is the?
Can I say?
Oh my God, everyone's excited.
I want to think first.
Wait, she's gonna go first, and then you can go. What do you think about ads?
I think about ads is like what you're doing daily is going to affect your ads, because like say I was like I'm like really big on drawing, so like sometimes I draw and I watch drawing stuff and like draw a lot. So like Google and Safari and Finder and Apple are gonna take that information and use it on sites like YouTube, like games like Roblox, like Minecraft, and they're gonna have these pop-up ads that are like extremely personal to you. And like say I'm like instead of an artist, a photographer, I'm probably gonna get photography ads. Or if I am a runner, I'm gonna get athletes wear ads and athlete ads.
Yeah. And so just so you know, we are going to talk about that in another episode. They call them cookies, right? So like just like in Little Red Riding Hood, the cookies, you like kind of leave this trail of who you are behind you when you go to different sites. Okay? And you can say, yeah, you can collect my cookies, or no, you can't when you go to sites. Okay.
Can I add to that? Saying you enable cookies is like saying, yeah, sure, you can track what I'm doing. And as Naima said, they target ads to you so that the people who are selling that specific thing can get more buyers. Because if they just have it out there and nobody saw an ad, people are still going to buy it, but it's going to be less people buying it because there's no ads, there's nobody saying, hey, you should.
It sounds like you're farting. Okay, we're gonna move to your sister. I'm putting that in the show. Okay. Okay, one more thing about ads, right? When you guys see ads that are specifically catered to you, does it make you want to buy it more?
No.
Yes.
I think it makes.
I got no money.
I kind of think it doesn't want me to. It doesn't. It kind of doesn't encourage me to buy it because, like, for example, if I know I like that thing, and they usually say it's free, but it has in-store in-app purchases. So, like, even if you buy it and it's free, a lot of food things have in-app purchases.
But yeah, they get you with it's free, and then it's like you gotta buy this. Yeah.
Can I add
kinda
on
hit
to
you
that?
with the 1 2.
So like there's this game, I'm not gonna name it, but there's a currency in game which at first when you first start playing, it doesn't even matter. Like it matters, but it doesn't appeal to you as much as when you start playing more. So when you start playing more, other people, you see them with cool stuff, you're like, wow, oh my gosh, and you're like, how'd you get that? And they're like, I got it with this in-app purchase, which is the in-game currency. And then the other person who doesn't have it is like, wow, maybe I should buy that. So that's how the free games get you with the in-app purchases, because you see other people, or you see other people you know, or you see other people you don't know who are just playing with it, and you're like, wow, that's so cool, I should get that.
This is actually really interesting because this actually happened to me like a few days ago. So I was always talking about what I wanted for my birthday. I'm not gonna name it, but I'm like always talking about it. And you know, Mom, I'm just like, can I get this for my birthday? Even though my birthday is like in August, it's months away. And basically, recently, I just started literally getting ads for it, like every single time I'm like watching a movie or watching a YouTube video or playing a game on my laptop or on my iPad. And it's just like, it sometimes makes it appeal less because it's like popping up everywhere and it's really annoying. It feels like kind of you're going into this rabbit hole and it's just ads of this one thing. It's like, it's like blocking you from leaving this rabbit hole until you buy this thing.
This also happens when you don't actually have to like the thing. You can just be doing a lot of stuff about it. Like Sophia said, you can be researching pandas a lot, and they have now ads on like zoos. You can go to a panda zoo. You can see the pandas. You don't actually have to like it. You can still get it if your activity shows that you are doing it a lot.
That is so true. That is so true. So y'all laid it out there. Wow. Okay. So the next question, we're going to go back to information online. So we're going to move away from ads. How do you make sure that the information you're getting online is reputable?
So you need to make sure that the ending of it, like Little Red Riding Hood didn't check, is .com, .org, .edu, and maybe .net, because those sites, as I learned in school or from my mom, are the ones that are, I think, like safe from the government or something like that.
So they are valid. Usually they're validated.
Yeah, validated.
And we'll
Or they
again,
have
we
a
will
lock
go into
on it.
this more.
Like there's like a lock next to the name of the website. Or if the website address, if you're looking on like Wikipedia and it's a bootleg Wikipedia, and if it's spelled wrong, that's how you know also it's not real.
Mm-hmm. Anyone else?
What was the question again?
Oh, well, let's let her go.
I literally forgot the question.
You have the script in front of you, bro.
I don't see the question though.
It's number 2. It's okay. She's gonna go.
You said
Okay.
I could
Okay.
go now.
No, I
Let
want
her
to
go,
go.
and then
Lily, I want to go
Stop
first.
yelling because it's breaking my ear. All right. How do you make sure that information that you're getting online is reputable?
So you can make sure by asking a parent or not looking it up because you're already on the internet, but you can ask a parent and make sure it's safe or something that they would want you to be on.
That's great. So engaging your parents, like, hey, mom, dad, grandma, caregiver, what's going on with this site? It looks weird, or does it look right?
Or have you been on it before?
Yeah. So we talk about consumers of content and creators of content all the time, right? We talk about consumers and creators. What's the definition for these? Can you define these for the listeners?
So basically the creator is this person who's making this non or very reputable website or app or ad or like ECT, and basically they're like marketing it and they're creating basically, and they're like basically if you're at a diner, the creator will be the chef, or if you're if you like playing games, the creator will be the person who coded the game, or if you like art, like the person who made the markers will be the creator for you.
Well, the marker person just provides you the medium at which
There's actually more than one creator in the scenario. You're the creator of the art, and the art companies are the creator.
No, like the
of
art
the medium.
companies.
No, man, y'all are going into a spiral. The marker people are the creators of the medium that you can use to create content.
And the consumer is basically a person who's buying these markers, is using this website or game, is tasting this meal that the chef has provided, and they're like spending money, or if it's like a game, sometimes it's free, but you still might have to spend money on in-game purchases, and sometimes like some of them are not even like real or worth your money.
That is a good point.
So
you need to also
what I think is a creator
Hi.
and a consumer. I think of them as like kind of what Naima said, where like the creator is the chef and the consumer, you are you're allowing this person to feed you more food, meaning like the information. So you're allowing them to feed you more information and sucking in all that knowledge. Some of it might be true and some of it might be false.
I also want to add on and say my own thing. To add on to Sophia, I want to say that the chef that could be feeding you might not know how to cook, or the person
this metaphor is lit, guys.
The person who is giving your information might not know the correct information. For example, if you, like, we're going back to the panda thing with the research. If you're looking on this new website and the person who created the website doesn't know about pandas, they're just trying to make up stuff so they can get like people to come on their website, you're getting false information about pandas, or you're tasting food that doesn't taste like what it should taste like.
I have a question. Can consumers also be creators?
Yes. I think that consumers can be creators because they since they got all the knowledge from the other creators, they can feed off of from that knowledge to other people, and then so it goes around to everyone, so everyone knows that knowledge.
So you can remix some information, or you can spread information, and then you can also be a creator.
Yes.
And also, everyone has gifts and talents, right? So anyone can
Be a creator.
Anyone can be a creator
You
if
could
they
be.
try.
You could be.
Right.
You could be. I could be.
Linking this back to the answer from my last question, like you said, the creator for the markers could be the person with the making the markers that is making this artistic medium, but it can also be you. You can be the creator because you're getting these markers to create something.
So I have one more question. Okay, go ahead.
I didn't get to answer, and I never get to answer.
You can go.
Wait, can I also say the answer to the last question? Because I didn't get to
Fine.
finish.
Go ahead.
Okay. The consumers need to make sure that the chef also knows how to cook. The chef might not know how to cook, but the consumers need to see if the chef knows how to cook.
So you're saying that the consumer has a responsibility to make sure that what they're looking at and what they're getting is quality stuff.
Yes.
Good point.
And then the answer to the next question. Yes, a consumer can become a creator because the creator was once the consumer.
It's just like a cycle.
The cycle of life. The cycle
of
of
life.
life.
Okay.
Did you get that?
I did. It
Are
was
you
terrible
posting
and
this onto
awesome.
the podcast?
I guess we'll share that we just break out in songs. So just letting everyone know we do break out in songs
Break
sometimes.
out in song.
All right, here we go.
Wait,
so
don't move on. Wait.
I have another question.
Don't move on.
No, I'm gonna move on. Stop. That's someone else's cousin.
What my sister is doing
Stop.
is being a consumer.
All right, here we go. The next and last question is, what should you never share on the internet?
Okay. So I think you should not share your personal information on the web.
What's your personal information, though?
There's different definitions. Some people think that birthdays and when you're born is not personal information, but I think all people think that your credit card number, your social security number, where you live, maybe not who you're related to, but I think those three are the most important information. If you share your birthday, I mean, somebody next to you could have the same birthday as you, the exact same, So I don't think that really matters. Maybe your name doesn't matter. It does matter, but it doesn't matter at the same time. So yeah, but if there's websites like, let's say a bank, you can share that information with them. If you know that it's safe, you need to check that it's safe. But if you know that's safe, you can share all your information with them because you might have to. Or if it's like social media, which I don't think they'll ask for your social security number, but they'll ask for your birthday, your name, and your phone number and stuff like that. But I also think it's okay to share your email and phone number with other people because it's very hard to track someone with just their email and phone number. So yeah.
Well, that's cool. That's great advice.
So I think that you shouldn't share your birthday, even though, like Garvey said, it's not that important. But still, if someone knows your birthday, they can. There are a lot of websites that ask for your birthday. So like maybe like you have to be a certain age to get into that website. So someone might steal your birthday, and also, your username is also, you shouldn't share that, like Garvey said, cause like, I mean, username and sometimes your email is like, you share that on most websites that you log into, but you shouldn't share that with a lot of people or a lot of websites, because if you keep sharing it, then everyone will know it.
What do you think they'll do then if they get your username and your email? What's possible?
I think if they know enough information, all the information they need, or you just security number or something like that, they might be able to hack into your bank account.
That is true.
They also might be able to impersonate you or catfish someone with your information.
It's true.
Oh,
Okay. Wait. So, all right. So I think that this is great. Great conversation today, guys. That was awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. You guys are great.
Mommy.
How do you build trust with your children as they use the internet? And how do you convey to them the importance of safety online and how to watch their backs, their browsers, and their pop-ups as they journey to find content that entertains and informs? We challenge parents to ask their kids some of these same questions that we talked about and see what their kids come up with. If you have any cool epiphanies you'd like to share, please leave them in the comments or share them with us on social media using the hashtag Let's K12 Better.
Each episode, we will share quotes that we find inspirational, and we will share what we think they mean.
Oprah Winfrey is an American media executive, actress, talk show host, television producer, and philanthropist, often called the most influential woman in the world. Oprah is North America's first black multi-billionaire and has been ranked the greatest black philanthropist in America's history. Her quote says, "As you become more clear about who you really are, you'll be better able to decide what is best for you the first time around."
Gayle King is an American television personality, author, and broadcast journalist for CBS News, co-hosting its morning program, CBS This Morning, a position she held since 2012. She is also an editor for The Big O, which is Oprah Winfrey's magazine. My quote is, "With growth comes change."
My quote is by Maya Angelou, an American poet, singer, memoirist, and civil rights activist. She published 7 autobiographies, 3 books of essays, several books of poetry, and credited with a list of plays, movies, and television shows spanning over 50 years. She has received dozens of awards, more than 50 honorary degrees. She is most recognized for her book, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, but has written many in her lifetime. My quote is, "You may kill me with your hatefulness, but still, like air, I rise." Maya Angelou from 1928 to 2014.
Audra Simpson is a scholar and professor whose research focuses on the politics of recognition, particularly the Kanawake Mohawk struggles in asserting their legal and cultural rights across settler-imposed borders. Her quote, "To encourage cultural diversity requires not the separation of culture and politics, but their marriage, and to insist on that separation is to destroy or attempt to destroy culture." What do these quotes mean to you? What's your favorite of the ones that we shared? Let us know on social media using the hashtag Let's K12 Better.
Thank you for listening to the Let's K12 Better podcast.
Please like, subscribe, subscribe to my channel, and share.
Come on, dude. It's 11:18. Please like, subscribe, and share.
Please like, subscribe to my YouTube channel on Roblox.
Stop.
And share. Okay. Please like, subscribe, and share.
We want to hear from you. Connect with us on social media at Mom of All Capes everywhere, and follow the Let's K12 Better podcast on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Share your thoughts about this episode using the hashtag Let's K12 Better. That's hashtag LETSK12BETTER. You can also find us on your favorite podcasting app.
See you next time.